Here with Tania, a Anishinaabe matriarch, struggling against line 3. We're going to do a quick interview about the struggle here. So starting out, Tania, can you tell me what line 3 is, who is responsible, and what are the risks of this pipeline?
Buju bidwewe gisha gukwe nandejna kaz bakwa manoma ni kamanis na kwang undunjaba awasa si dudem. Igawatish kang ni dede ni gani mama bungi itago ni nata jabwemawin. Forgive me, Jaganashi Moen. My name is Tania Aubid, and you are in my 1855 treaty territory, and this is the land that I grew up on. Originally, the Anishinaabe people went from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast. That's how we did our traveling. They called us nomadic at most times in the romanticized history books of it. But we traveled east, west, north, and south. And right now, here, where we are at, where my lodge is located, we are on the banks of the Mississippi River, about 18 and a half miles north of Palisade, Minnesota. We are also about 38 miles south of Grand Rapids, Minnesota, on Minnesota County Road 10. So that is where we are located.
Awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about what kind of work is being done at this camp, like what people are doing here to struggle against this pipeline?
So originally this is the Water Protector Welcome Center. If you've noticed, ever since the Dakota Access Pipeline we had that engagement over there. There's this engagement here called Line 3. We're up against this tar sands oil pipeline that they want to put in the ground here. And since this is Minnesota is such a pristine area for clean water, healthy environment, and the Enbridge Corporation wants to put a tar sands oil pipeline through. They've utilized construction companies that have shady histories, like this Precision Pipeline. They have numerous lawsuits in court right now. Precision does, and so they're the ones who are putting this pipeline in here, and that's something that we should really be concerned about because of the shoddy work habits that they've had. Already Minnesotans that were working for the pipeline quit because of the interactions that they've had with this outside foreign corporations pipeline industry coming in. So they felt threatened by the workers that had come in with this pipeline. And Minnesotans have a particular way of doing things, and they were not seeing that it was up to snuff with the workers there.
Cool. And are there any other camps that people could look into and potentially visit as well, in addition to this one?
There are numerous camps out there. Of course, the Water Protector Welcome Center here. We also have Camp McGizzy. They are still up and running. Also, the Rice Camp over in White Earth, that's led by Don and Nancy. Don Goodwin and Nancy Bolio. And also there's the Red Lake Treaty Camp that is organized by Sasha Bolio. So there's just a few there, but there are some that have not been named yet. So I'm not sure where I could tell you where those locations are, except for the Shell City Camp over in, I think it's Hubbard County or Clearwater County. Yeah, so those are open there.
Thank you. And taking a broader view than Line 3 for a minute, can you talk a bit about decolonization, what that means to you, and how we can get there?
Decolonization, what that means to me. After everything is over and done with this pipeline, whether they put it in or not, we are having a fossil fuel addiction treatment center here to be able to help people get back into the swing of things like canoeing, kayaking, biking, skateboarding, horse riding, just those things to get back in touch with the nature of things. The way I see it is that we have capable people in our communities, professional people, doctors, lawyers, teachers, you name it. We have them in our communities. Why should we have to send them half an hour away or so just to be able to get any kind of services, that will help us as human beings to survive, like our education, the medical stuff that's happening, and, all that underneath that. So to me, decolonization is bringing it back to our communities and loving what we have here, especially like if we want to be sustainable, we got the gardens that we got going on, and to be able to produce enough food so that we don't have to rely upon all these mono agricultural crops, from all these corporations that want to put byproducts from the fossil fuel industry into our food. So for me, doing something like this and getting my hands dirty in the gardens or something like that, that's just getting back down to the basics of what we need to survive here.
Thank you for that, Tanya. That was an excellent answer. So going back to line 3 in this movement, what can people do from afar to help out here?
Well, first off, if you're able to, you can come on up and join us here in the Standing Against This tar sands pipeline. It's the toxic oil that's the scraping of the bottom of the barrel type situation, and we don't need to have that pollute any more of the pristine waters here in Minnesota. So if you can come up here, by all means, get up here and be able to stand with us. Put your body on the line. And if you're not able to, what I suggest is that you get a hold of President Biden, Kamala Harris, even Dub Holland, and we got to take a stand up against these white supremacist attitudes that are coming out in these federal government rulings or bills or anything like that. Check them out. Make sure that they coincide with the treaties in order to protect these lands.
Awesome. And one more time, just so readers are clear, can you let us know where the camp is again so they can come join us?
Again, we are located about 18.5 miles north of Palisade, Minnesota. And also we are located 40 minutes south of Grand Rapids, Minnesota on Minnesota County Road Highway 10. Just keep going until you see the pipeline where they're constructing the pipeline. That's where we're at. And there's plenty of space available here for you to camp and to be able to come in and join us. We are amenable to the denominations that have been coming here to pray at the river, and also we have been amenable to even the food that people eat. If you're vegan, we'll be able to help you with that. If you have dietary restrictions as far as like diabetes or anything that's health-wise, we can be able to help accommodate that also. So come on over, join us, and stand with us, stand strong, and be a part of the right side of history in protecting this planet A. There is no planet B.
And do you have any closing remarks for our readers?
Closing remarks for the leaders. Even though that this is a scary situation and it's going to come down to probably military, standing up against the military here, but find your strength, find that part of you where Creator said that that what you are doing is right in order to protect these lands. Miigwech.
Thank you so much. This was Tanya, a matriarch in the Anishinaabe Nation. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.